And I don't think anybody's in here yet. We might want to give them a couple minutes to get in. Or nobody will show up, and I'll just do this by myself like I'm making a video. Let's see. You guys, we're just gonna do. There's no selling today. This is strictly. We are just going to. We're just gonna strictly do some fun stuff with the Christmas decorations. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a Christmas tree, and we're gonna have fun with it. So that's where what we're gonna do with it here. Sorry guys, just a couple more things here. All right. I got a like. Okay, guys. So I don't know if anybody saw the video that I made last night. I put this together. This is a Fenton 8-inch fan vase. Say that 10 times, really fast. Fan vase, fan vase. But this is hobnail, milk glass, and I just have a little thing that just wraps around the bottom just for some extra decorations here. But what I did was I used the wet foam, and I stuffed some wet foam inside here, and then I just took the clippings from my Christmas tree, because you know when you get a live Christmas tree, you actually have to, usually take off the first couple rows of your Christmas tree. So I always try to, repurpose this and make decorations for the holidays for friends and family and myself. So this is the one that I put together this year. We just put some coloring in there, and it wasn't too hard, guys. I just went to Hobby Lobby. You can go to any one of your craft stores, Michael's, whatever you guys have, wherever you guys are, and then just make it yours, make it special, however you want. It doesn't have to be even or like perfect or even. Let's just face the facts. Nature's not that way. So I kind of like the fact that sometimes it's a little off balance. Sometimes I purposely make it off balance just because I like that look. That's just a personal thing for me. But this is the one that I thought turned out really, really cute. There's a few things that I picked up from some friends on Whatnot on here, and it really kind of kicked it up a notch. So today, and then I'll show you the Blinka one too. My girlfriend Les actually gifted a Blinko Apern that I was going to be selling for her, and she actually gave it to me for my birthday and Christmas. And so I decided I was going to decorate it and make it into something beautiful. She probably wants it back now. And I'll get that and show that to you guys before we get started on the tree. Just give it a little bit more time to see if anybody else comes in here. So this is the Blinko Apern. This is from the 1950s, guys. This is a really old one. It's an emerald green. This is the big horn that's in it, and you can see that it has like a ruffled bottom here, and it's quite large. But I did the same thing. All I did was, stuffed around the horn. I actually just put the wet foam in there, and then I just started putting pieces in there, just shoving the clippings from the tree in there, and then I just kind of, again, got decorations from Hobby Lobby, and we just kind of filled that in. And then last night I was looking at it, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's missing something. I don't know what it's missing, but it's missing something, and it was lights. So what I did was I took these little battery-operated lights, and I just kind of put that down in there into the horn very carefully because it's glass. And there we go. We lit that up last night, and I thought it turned out really cute. I know a lot of my lady friends have glass. I'm all for putting glass in cabinets. I have cabinets myself, but I like to use my glass too. If I don't use it or you don't use it, who's going to use it? The next generation? I don't know. But either way, I like to enjoy my glass. I like to use it. That's what it was made for. And don't be afraid to use it as long as you're, being careful with it, and, it should be fine. I've never had any issues, it's glass. It holds up pretty well. It's been around. I mean, this has been around for a long time. So, and it was taken care of. And as long as it's taken care of, you know, you guys can use them for your decorations. I know a lot of my lady friends have capotes and bowls and glass colors, and you don't have to use green or red just because it's Christmas. You know, if you have favorite colors, like some people, I see people decorating Christmas trees with pink and blues and all sorts of fun colors. So pick a bowl that's your favorite bowl and make something with it. Make a Christmas decoration. I'm just gonna put that one out of the way there for a minute, guys. If you don't want to have, you don't want to use your nice glass. Hi Pete. Hi hon. I have a surprise for you and Dawn, so I hope you can just hang in with me for just a few minutes more. I'm not going to make this a very long presentation or anything, but I got something special for Dawn that I want her to see. So if you don't want to use your really expensive glass and you're like, no, my glass is staying in the cabinets. I don't dare do that to my glass. That's fine. There's a lot of lower grade, like cheaper glass out there that you can buy for reasonable prices. And this is like a EO Brody. I know you guys have seen these. These things are like everywhere. They come in rectangles. I just made a little thing for Thanksgiving out of one. Hannah, could you grab me that one, by the way? It's over there so I can show it. But this one is a really great one to pick up. You can usually find it in the antique stores or the vintage stores for like 10 bucks. And you can just stuff some wet foam in there and then just do kind of like what I did here. Just throw some pine in there. If you guys don't get real live trees, most hardware stores do sell like the clippings, so you don't have to actually buy the tree. You can just buy the clippings, because I know a lot of people live in places that don't allow live trees too, and so this is a really fun way to have that scent in your home of Christmas with the real pine. And you can just, you know, make little decorations for your house, your tables and whatnot. So you can try that out. This is the green one that I used. This I think is also a Brody one too, and it's nice thick glass. This one I think costs like 20 bucks, but this was what I made for just, you know, this was like a $5 bunch at the grocery store for Thanksgiving. I'm like, plop, done. It looks pretty because it's green. See, I thought that turned out really cute. I like those light touches, easy touches for the holidays. So the thing that I really wanted to show you guys was on the video last night. I said, Pete picked some. Oh my gosh, yes. When you're out in the woods and yeah, if your hubbies are out there and they're hunting, they can pick all sorts of stuff. Dawn says that her hubby picked her some winter berries, and that is that's great. That's really cool. There's like dogwood. I have dogwood bushes in my back that I specifically grow because, well, they're beautiful, but I love in the winter when everything falls off of them. And, you know, they have the red stems to them. So I can go down there and I can just cut a few of them and stick them into the Christmas decorations as well. That is really cool. That's awesome. Oh yeah, me too, honey, me too. You and Pete have to come out and visit me this summer. You absolutely have to. I really want to do that. And then we can go have lunch at Nelson. But, this is the red capote that I showed last night on the video, and I said I was gonna make something out of this. And excuse me, guys, I am sick. I'm living off of some Dayquil, NyQuil, whatever I can, which is kind of drying me out. So if I sound funny, that's why. But this is what I chose last night to fill up here, and I was thinking to myself, I don't really just have to do the red and the greens, because there's another thing in being a glasser that I am. I also like other colors, especially there's one thing that people don't think about during the holidays as far as glass. They're always looking for the reds and the ruby reds and the emerald greens and stuff like that. But honey, can you hand me that? This is another fun one of my things that you can do is Carnival. And this is just an Imperial, so it's not as expensive as a Fenton capote, but this is fun. And the colors that it puts off for the Christmas holidays, I mean, once I show you what I'm going to do with this one here, um, I might actually make a second one out of this one just because I love the colors, and there's nothing better that when you have your Christmas lights on at night and you have your carnival glass out, the lights just bounce off that carnival glass like it's nobody's business, and it's really fun. So let's get started, guys. So this is, I picked this one out. This is just this actually does glow cadmium, but I'm not going to bother you guys. Anybody that knows about the glass and everything, you guys know that this kind of glows like yellow under black light, which is cool. It is. It's really cool. But I'm not even sure what the maker is of this. So if you guys can help me out on that, that would be really great. I'm not sure who this maker is on this one. This one's got me kind of stumped. But it's ruby red. And I cheated a little bit. So when Eileen was on doing her jewelry sale today, I figured I'm going to go on after her. And I thought, you know what? If I try to do this whole thing with you guys during this live, we're going to be here for like an hour or two. And I don't want to take up that much time of your guys' day on a Sunday. So this is how I started it. This is just a block. You can get 3 of them at, say, Wally World, Walmart, something like that. They come in a stack. It's like $6. You soak them in water, and this one's saturated with water right now. Like, this is gonna be my second one that I make. But I just carved it down, and it doesn't have to be pretty. But and then you see the bottom here. I kind of pushed this in to the base to kind of just make sure that it's steady. And then you can take smaller pieces and wedge it in there to kind of really make it firm, but that ain't really going anywhere. So it doesn't have to be pretty and perfect like some other people like make the most perfect cone shape, you know, because you can buy those cones, those styrofoam cones too, that people like put pins in and everything like that, or they glue jewelry to it. I'm not one for, I don't do that kind of stuff. If it's really, really cheap jewelry, yes. But if it's like vintage jewelry, I don't put glue on vintage jewelry. So I kind of cheated, and I shaved a second one here, and I started putting it together, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like here. Okay, here comes the surprise, Dawn. I put this together while Eileen was on there. And I will show you guys how to do it really quick. But this is just literally my clippings from my Christmas tree. And I made a smaller Christmas tree. And I thought, oh, that's so cute. And I had to find a topper. And my friend Dawn actually sent this to me as a gift. And I thought, she's so darling. I just love her. Those little seed beads and everything. I'm like, oh, she's just cute. And I was going to hang her on the tree, but I'm like, you know what? She needs to have her own special little place. So she's going to be my tree topper. And so yeah, that's the look I'm going for, guys. And to get that look, it's really super easy. When you're doing it, all you want to do is like cut your tree trimmings. Like you want to have a longer one, a medium sized one, and then like a smaller one at the top, so that you kind of stagger it up like a tree. It's pretty, you know, self-explanatory. But then you can just, instead of trying to go straight in, you want to kind of go at an angle and go up with it like that, if you can see that. And then your middle row, you know, is going to be like this, and it's going to be shorter. And then your smaller is going to, you know, it's going to go all the way to the top. So it's kind of staggered like that. And if we really wanted to sit here for an hour and watch me do that, which I don't think anybody really wants to. Hey, Wes. Hey, hon. But that's how I did that, guys. And it doesn't, and again, this part does not have to be perfect, because you're going to fill it all in, and you can take little scissors, and if it's not like looking how you want it, you can kind of trim it up, you know, cut it up a little bit. But that's how I filled the other one in. So it's just really about time, and I think it's really, I don't know, it's healthy for my soul. Maybe it's not healthy for everybody else's soul, but I find just comfort and relaxation when I'm doing these kinds of things. But yeah, it took me about an hour to fill this in. I'm sure I probably have some gaps somewhere. But I thought this is going to be really, really cute. And then again, I'll probably stuff this a little bit with the extra slivers off the other one, you know, just stuff it in and just make sure it's pretty in there. It's really heavy. It's saturated with water, so it isn't really going anywhere. Here's the fun thing. I know a lot of my ladies that, I'm so glad. I wanted to surprise you because when I did the show when I did the video last night, I showed the little thing that I got from Rainy Day, and then I talked about Eileen's sale today, and I'm like, the perfect topper is Dawn's little angel, and so I really appreciate her and I appreciate you. So this is, I thought, you know, I have little bulbs. I have little Christmas decorations. I think everybody does, especially when you get older, you just accumulate a lot of little things, little knicky-knack things. And so you could decorate this with anything. I actually have, I think, some mercury bulbs that are really tiny. They're like this big, but they're still stuffed away because today I'm decorating my tree later tonight. But I didn't have time to dig that all out. So if you wanted to go really fancy on this, you could go fancy with like, you know, little decorations that you either have or if you want to pick up. But I thought something was really fun too. I like to decorate with costume jewelry or vintage jewelry. I like to decorate my house with that. I have swags in my windows, which I can quick show you guys before I pop out. But I buy vintage jewelry and I like to hang it from my windows to catch the sunlight and everything. And I also like to decorate with it. So this is just like a little, you know, people that are shopping and getting like, you know, vintage jewelry or cheaper jewelry, say Old Claire's jewelry, and you can just stick those in there and take that off, stick that in there like that, and put them in there as decorations, like they're Christmas ornaments on your tree. And I think it's fun. I think it's the really cute. Like this one's a half earring here, and it's got all these different colors. It's kind of weird, awkward for me to do this from the back side here, but you can just put them in there like that. You see? And there's all sorts of different fun things. I actually have, let's see, where's my, oh, here. This is another thing. I had bracelets that had glass beads on them. And the bracelet, I was going to have my sister restring the bracelet, but then I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to take a few of them, put a hook in them, and put them on the tree. So you can just, as you can see, like that. And I have a bunch of different ones from, you know, we all have jewelry. We all have, especially if you're picking up stuff from, you know, the online sales and stuff like that. If something breaks, don't throw it away. Reuse it, repurpose it. I have all sorts of little fun things that I pick up at estate sales. And this is a necklace. I mean, I'm sure this is like, you know, from Claire's or something like that, you know, a few years back. But it's not real silver, but it's really cute. Am I going to wear this bling bling heart? Probably not. So I'm going to find something else to do with it. And then I'm going to just stick it in the tree here. Let's see, let's find a spot for it. There we go. See. And if it's not wanting to stick on, you can just like pinch it on there. Just like your regular tree, you know. But there you go. See what I'm saying? And you guys can make it your own. I think I'll put the rest of this together. Also, clip earrings. I just picked these up from Eileen. I love these. They're faux blue moonstone. And they're not marked. There's, you know, they were straight costume jewelry, but I loved the light that you know, the way the light hit them. And so I'm just going to clip them on the tree like so and just make a really fancy vintage ornament tree. I'm sure somebody's done this out there in the wild, and I'm not the first one that's created it, but I like to show you guys what I do, and that's just, you know, But and then I picked this up. This is lucite from Eileen. I picked that up a couple weeks ago, and I'll get that and I'll put a hook on it and stick it in there too as well. But I have a whole tray of things like jewelry, old jewelry that I think I'm gonna decorate it, and then I'll show another video when it's all done. But you guys, I'm just trying to inspire you guys and show you guys like things that you can do with your stuff. And again, if you don't live in a house or you live in an apartment or something, you're not allowed to have that tree. Like my sister, she can't have a real tree. You know, this is the next best thing. You know, some people buy those. I just put a hook on there like that. See, it's just an earring, and I just kind of hooked it, and now it becomes a beautiful ornament for the little homemade tree that you made. But yeah, if you like that pine smell and you can't have that because you're in an apartment, this is the next best thing, is to have, you know, make your own little mini tree. They can't kick you out when you have a little mini tree. And then you can do the LED lights that I showed you from the big Blinko thing. You can just string some LED lights on there and then just stick it behind it, whatever you guys want to do. Also the topper here, let's turn her around. When I got to the top and I used all the small ones, I took a harder stem like this, and it's a little bit thicker, and I just stuffed it in the middle, and that's holding her up. So that I didn't, you know, I don't want to use glue. I don't want to wreck anything, you know. Also beads too, necklaces. Just picked this up from Eileen. Thought this would look really, really cute when you just kind of string it around the tree like so. Make it pretty however you want to do it. Put some more time in it. I'm just trying to do it fast so that you guys kind of get an idea of what you guys can do with your jewelry. And or if you really want to go fancy, you guys can go fancy and just put these things in and kind of make it like this, you know. If you don't want to do the jewelry or whatnot, just, you know, make it your own. But I thought it would be fun to show you guys what I'm doing and say Merry Christmas. And I hope you guys have a really good holiday season with your families. And I appreciate you guys. And it's just fun to do this with me, or with you guys. It's kind of warms my soul a little bit. So yeah, not trying to sell you guys anything, just giving you great ideas of what you guys already have and what you already buy and what you guys can do with it to have fun with it, and just, you know, with the grandkids or, you know, stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I thank you for popping in. And oh, I was going to show you guys the swags real quick. So let's move this over here real quick. I'm going to disconnect you guys for a minute. You guys are going to walk with me here. This is another thing that I do. I don't know. Can you guys see that? There's a swag here that I just put on the on this window. I haven't decorated this one yet, but this is what I do also with my jewelry and stuff like that, and my little trinkets and whatnot. So yeah, I hope that gives you guys some ideas. I hope that you guys have a great, again, Christmas. If I don't see you guys before that, because I'm going to be really, really busy. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. How many times have I said that, Hannah? Like 6 times. I really appreciate you guys coming in. What are you guys saying on the chat here? Dawn, I'm glad you know. I do. Thank you, honey. I'm making you feel creative. Good. See, that's what I was aiming for. I really was. I was trying to aim for, like, you guys, like, hey, you know, if you're bored, because, you know, sometimes the winter months just kind of get, you know, and I'm looking for something fun to do, and, you know, and then I make my kids do it, my daughter with me, and she's like, Mom, are we done yet? She'll appreciate it when she gets a little bit older. I used to do these things with my mom. She was a wedding cake decorator, and she was also an artist, and so if you guys are wondering where I get all my crazy ideas, or just like I'm always like, whoa, you know, kind of all over the place, bouncing, doing different things, that's from my mom. She was very, very, very creative, and you know, we didn't have a lot of money growing up, and she was always finding, you know, things to do with us kids to just kind of entertain us and make things. We used to make Christmas gifts, and it was just, it was a fun thing. It's a fun memory that I have. I don't have her here with me anymore, but those are the things that I cherish, and I like to pass them down to my kids and anybody that I know. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you. Thank you for popping into my live, and maybe I'll do some more after the holidays. Maybe I can squeeze one in before Christmas. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, I just wanted to spend some time with you guys and give you some inspiring ideas, and in case you're bored or looking for something to do and whatnot. So, thank you guys. I hope you have a really great night. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, Pete. I really do appreciate you guys and your friendship. And Leslie, you too, so much. I love you guys. You guys are great. It's a good feeling to have a community of people that you can actually just really enjoy their company, and just, you know that they have your back. So, good night, guys. Have a great Sunday, fun day, and we'll talk soon. Bye. If I can end it. I'm going to cover the screen because up close is scary. Good night.